Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Sonic Riders. Last time we finished, the hero storyline. Now we will do the Babylon. And if you looked at the very end of my last video, you'll see that I went through this whole, thing where it shows pretty much the beginning, regular scene, not the cinematic one, of the storyline in this game. There are some cinematics you can clearly tell. As you can clearly tell, I just stopped that recording, went to this one because it's easier. Anyway, enough with me babbling. Let's just get on with the story, shall we?
Hey, boss! We've got some major trouble!
Storm, at least learn to knock before entering a room.
What's this? Oh, is this?
Yeah, that's when I took over things for my father.
So is this the key to the fabled Babylon Garden?
I wonder, could it be true? Could our ancestors have left behind hidden treasures that's just waiting to be discovered? If you get your greasy little hands on this, you'll probably use it in some crazy experiment of yours.
Oh, come on, I only want to look at it.
You always say you only want this or that. Remember the teachings of our ancestors. Be careful what you ask for. Ultimately, you'll only get 3 true wishes.
Oh, be quiet! Why'd you burst in here anyway?
Well, an egg salad? No.
Someone called Eggman wants to speak to you.
He told me that he has an interesting proposition for you.
Stop interrupting! Knock it off!
Am I interrupting anything?
So then, I heard you wanted to see me?
Are you Jet, the legendary rogue? Your reputation precedes you. I've heard so much about your infamous group.
Enough! What do you want?
Well, I heard a rumor that you have the key to Babylon Garden. Now, could this be true?
Huh? What's this key?
Really now? You don't have to be so distrusting. Were you aware of this? I imagine not yet. The key to Babylon Garden is...
So let me get this straight. We just need to collect all these Chaos Emeralds, right? Sounds easy.
You really think so, eh?
What do you mean? Are you saying the Babylon rogues aren't capable of stealing some puny emeralds?
No, of course not, but have you seen this character before? He's called Sonic and said to be the fastest creature on Earth. I've had many, many dreadful encounters with this pest.
He may be the fastest creature on the ground, but in the air, with me and my extreme gear, he's just a joke!
So yeah, show Sonic what you're made of. Finish in first place.
The race is about to begin.
Egghead, egg salad. How hilarious. Anyway, now we're playing as the Babylon Rogues. More specifically, Jet. I presume this is taking place at the same time during the opening cinematic cutscene. I'm presuming that, though it kind of doesn't make sense that Sonic is riding his own board. Also, yeah, the turbulence can knock away certain objects as well. This proved to be a little difficult at first when I first played this stage when I was younger, not to lie, but it's not that difficult once I get a little hang of it, you know? Once someone gets the hang of it, once people get the hang of it, it's not that difficult. Also, I like the designs of the boards in this game. Further games, not so much. See, this game has my favorite board designs. as far as I know, up to this day, there have only been 2 sequels to the Sonic Rider series. Ow. There is Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, which I will probably be LPing next, if not Sonic Heroes. And Sonic Free Riders, which is an Xbox 360 exclusive because it's pretty much all motion controls. And it probably was arguably the worst in some cases because, yeah, somebody tells me it's not, because literally the people were their own controller. Some would argue the worst controllers in history aren't certain controllers like the alternate Super Nintendo 64 controller, but something else like the motion controls. I don't know if that was a little boost of speed or something. Also, Jet twists them in a knot. Anyway, also you can get out of a pit early if you want by pressing the A button, maybe any button. I think just any button will work. I think any button will work essentially to get out of the pit. Air pits. Sonic finished in 3rd. Could have at least sworn you finished you could have sworn you finished in at least 2nd. Oh well. Whatever the case, it's not finished in 1st place and that's it. Yeah, after the 2nd story race from Hero Story, you essentially find yourself pretty much having to get 1st place in everything. Except maybe the last race in the Hero Story, but even though you'll pretty much find yourself having to get 1st place in everything. No certain for certain everyone in this. Well, maybe not for certain every race in this story, but only a few races in each story does it not require you to get 1st place, but like maybe 3rd, like the first 2 races in the Hero Story. Anyway, enough with me blabbering. Let's continue. Waves is schedule added to mission mode. Night chase track unlocked. Alright, on to the next scene.
I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough for me. Huh?
Sorry, but it's just too funny. Let's see. Huh? That gear's unusual.
Customized it myself.
This isn't half bad for an amateur. Still, you can never be too careful. Well, I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk. Thanks, though. It was good for a laugh. See ya, Shorty.
Oh, that girl! Who does she think she is?
So yeah, since Amy's in the race now, we have to defeat Amy. In other words, it clarifies to finish in 1st place. Yeah.
Get a great start!
So the Babylon side of the story reveals a little more about basically. It basically reveals a little of what Wave was thinking when she was in her, it basically revealed what she was thinking at the moment. And it's don't think I want to spoil anything, but spoilers, in later games, like Sonic Free Riders, to be a notable example, Jet wasn't exactly favored of cheating. He wanted to win fairly. So it's kind of weird how no one seemed to notice when Sonic's board blew up and he didn't even seem to react. Like, literally no one seemed to notice that Sonic's board literally just blew up. Anyway, that scene also, speaking of the bomb, that pretty much reveals, if it wasn't obvious enough before, it kind of hinted at before, but it pretty much confirms that was the moment in which Wave placed the bomb on Sonic's board. And she basically put it as some sort of way. Apparently, she has a preference for making others' gear look bad, apparently. Though, in a sense, it might be hypocritical because she's not exactly putting all the face on her own board, but she has to rely on dirty tricks to make hers look better in comparison. Yeah, I would not favor that. This is kind of why she's not exactly my most favorite. If anything, might be my least favorite Sonic character, because, well, she can't exactly compliment without throwing an insult right back. So, like, she privately noted that it wasn't half bad, and then all of a sudden she just outright insults him. It just insults Tails outright. It's just, I would have just written her to be a little more aloof, not so much, outright laughing and calling it a piece of junk. But anyway, let's continue. Ooh. And she's a fly type. Pretty much the fly type of the group because... Sorry, someone was just coming in. Just checking to see if Bobby was in here, my dog. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, we're racing Amy because, well, we had to have 7 emeralds, so 3 for Sonic Tails and 1 for Sonic Tails and Knuckles, and the other 3, one for, let me rephrase that. 1 for Sonic, 1 for Tails, 1 for Knuckles, that's 3. 1 for Jet, 1 for Storm, 1 for Jet, 1 for Wave, 1 for Storm, that makes 6 total, and 1 for Amy, which overall makes 7, so yeah. That looks a little painful. Anyway, well, I mean a little painful. Amy can handle it.
And she makes a nice landing.
I just wish that the writers didn't write these characters to be, well, essentially mean jerks. That's all I was hoping for. More aloof than outright a jerk, I would have written Wave. But that's my opinion. It's like they were almost trying to make the characters kind of unlikable on purpose. Anyway, get those 100 rings! And for the 3rd, yep, she dons, well, she takes out some dynamite, and I dons it because that would say she put on dynamite. I mean, who would wear dynamite? Of course, especially lit dynamite of all things. Anyway, she takes out dynamite, basically places it on the opponent, and yeah, it explodes. I think covers them in a gray-black charcoal. Yeah, jeez. Haha. Man, let's get moving.
Wow, look at that display of overwhelming strength.
And unsurprisingly, considering Amy was close behind us, she got 2nd. And pretty much lost out the race. New missions added to Wave's mission. Red Canyon track unlocked. We're unlocking stuff more consistently now.
sorry! Boss, the red dude beat me in the race.
I can't believe this.
Man, you really are worthless.
Boss, it wasn't my fault. He must have cheated. That's it. He must have used some special type of gear.
What? Are you implying that you lost because of my gear? No one can tune a gear the way I can. Accept it, buddy. It's not the board. Your skills just suck.
What? Suck?
Yes, S-U-C-K, suck.
Stop it! Now, let's get down to business. I believe our colleague Eggman, he's gotta be hiding something. And you know, I don't like secrets, so I've got a job for you, Storm.
Sure.
I want you to sneak into Eggman's base and find out what he's hiding there. Make sure you look carefully.
You got it, boss.
Hey, before you go, bring something back or don't return at all.
Yes, sir.
Ah! Ah!
Okay, leave Eggman Robo behind you. Finish in first place. First, let me just start by saying
The racers are now getting ready.
that was actually one of the funnier scenes with Wave.
You're ready for this?
That was actually one of the funnier scenes with Wave. The S-U-C-K suck. That was actually rather funny. I kind of found it to be initially. Also, let me just say that Napoleon fell on Jet. Well, no, Napoleon didn't fall on Jet. It was what appeared to be a picture of his father, which resembled Napoleon to me for some reason. I guess the whole military leader thing going on. And also, one more thing, either that desk was very light or Jet has very strong legs to kick it away like that so easily. It looks like he made it look so easily. Anyway, enough talking and fiddling around with the box of this game. Let's continue. If I had to choose my favorite board design, I guess Storm's board is actually my favorite of the three. Or maybe it's Jet's. It's kind of hard to say. I clap dust in your face! Either that or clap you. But it looks like he claps dust in his face. In the robot's face, that is. Anyway. Dust clap. I think.
What a trick combination!
Yeah, also there are for some reason, ice physics on the ice. Like, if you're moving, like, any direction on the ice, like, you're moving the gray circle pad, for some reason it's like you're going a little in another direction. Why are there ice physics when you're floating over the ice? Who puts that in there? Seriously. I'm not exactly an expert on the boards, but something tells me that shouldn't happen. Anyway, sorry. Going up. Somehow you're accumulating air like this. Yeah, I'm holding the circle pad forward and then all of a sudden he turns left. Oh man, I missed that. Ooh! Ooh! That was so wrong. That left him dizzy. Anyway. Ooh, extra air for breaking those things. I don't think you have to be a power type to break those things while flying in the air like that. But nice touch, anyway. punching those away. What's with the ice physics? I'm holding it in a... Okay, maybe it's just like the ice physics here. It's like if I'm holding the circle pad in a certain direction for just a little, it's like it goes full hog in that particular direction. Like I'm going left and all of a sudden it's like I'm turning left very strongly. It makes them look like they're turning left very strongly. It causes them to turn left very strongly a little. So you know what I mean anyway. Whoa! What in the world? Yeah, running now. Anyway, let's get some air. Anyway, in I think every stage there's like two bubbles. I think there's two giant bubbles. One giant bubble gives you 100 rings. Another giant bubble, yeah, that other one you just saw a moment ago. Ow. Well, they didn't hurt, but you know, dope. Kind of like the running animations. Also, when you're running, you can't jump. Oh yeah! Don't hold it in the other direction. Oh well. Power shortcut. Going fast. Oh yeah. Okay, I wasn't exactly holding in other directions. I guess the character has to be facing a particular direction for it to work. Yeah, that's it. Probably faster if I didn't turn around accidentally sometimes. Anyway, let me turn up the volume on my microphone in case it's not heard. New missions added to Waves' mission. Ice Factory track unlocked. Game data saved successfully. Press the A button to continue.
Huh? What's taking Storm so long?
Just sit down and relax. Chill, Wave.
Really, Jet? How can you be so relaxed at a time like this? Don't you see? As the leader, you've got responsibilities. Some you understand, but you...
Huh? I think it's time for a little fun.
Huh? Hey, Jet! You come back here! Right now! Why do I even bother? Unless I take charge, nothing ever gets done here.
Finish in first place. So, yeah, that's it.
The countdown has begun.
This appears to be the only race in the whole game. Well, let me rephrase that. This seems to be the only race in the whole Grand Prix that Jet actually seems to participate in, if you put everything together. And also, when I was preparing myself to play this game, as I was remembering the scenes, I thought that scene came after the whole race with Tails and Wave, but it turns out it happens before. But once I seen that, well, the scene where Sonic starts off performing that trick, I realized that it actually happens before that scene occurs. Before this scene with Wave and Jet happens before the scene with Jet talking to Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Anyway, and also that what appeared to be a cartoonishly sped up with Wave was actually apparently just basically something sped up cartoonishly, and then for that benefit, it was apparently being spoken in Japanese, making it sound like basically cartoon gibberish, which was a nice funny touch, I will admit. But honestly, I found some other scenes to be funnier for some reason. Though some would say this is actually one of the funnier scenes in the game, I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway. Oh man, I actually thought I had that one, actually.
This contest will kick off in a short time.
Anyway, White Cave.
No way I'm gonna lose.
Feels like this whole race here feels like if it's not for the World Grand Prix, then it's ultimately just a filler course, essentially. Because if it's not for the Grand Prix, then why is Jet racing robots? Think about it. Oh man.
Now, the race is about to begin.
Let's do this again. Third time's a jump.
No way I'm gonna lose.
Let's try this again. Oh well, that's good. Okay, that was strange.
Looks like Jet just retained.
Haha. Oh man, you have to press A and jump off the rail
Now, the race
in
is
some
about to
cases.
begin.
Otherwise, if you don't jump off one rail into another, you'll fall down.
No way I'm gonna lose.
Not doing it successful, you're likely to fall down if there's a bottomless pit beneath you. Ow. Yeah, if you actually manage to successfully attack... Oh man, if you manage to successfully attack an opponent,
Now, the race is about
you'll seem to be gaining a slight boost of speed, not in a boost fashion of course, and you'll get your air back.
I'm gonna lose.
You'll get the air that you've boosted back, right to you. But make sure you're not too willy-nilly with your boosts, of course.
what makes a nice landing.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Come on, let me get you.
Flying trick. What a trick combination.
You'll probably see some similarities. Forget what the other course's name, but it certainly has those similarities. Also, ha ha. Tornado, dizzy.
Jet pulls off a high trick.
Man.
Jet runs for the race.
Aha. Also, do this. What in the world? I am just... That was disorienting.
We will break out of the pack first.
Anyway, you don't have to be a fly type to get to some of those things.
No way.
You can actually kind of cheese it by boosting onto them, and you'll fall onto them as if it has their own gravitational... As if those
The countdown
platforms have their own gravitational pull.
No way I'm gonna lose.
Whee!
Jet is building momentum. What makes a nice land?
Oh well. Okay, this time it's not disorienting. Alright. Woohoo! Shortcut. Cool grinding animation. Wing. He's breakdancing. Which ironically, breakdancing is... Well, actually, I should be saying that for Sonic Battle. Breakdancing was ironically, I think... Let me see if I remember this from my teacher. Was used in a way for labor unions to express their frustration in a non-violent way. I think that's how I remember it. I forget. It's the introduction to pop culture class. So basically it was used as a non-violent, as I remember, it was used as a non-violent way of dealing with frustration and anger. It certainly sounds a lot better than senseless violence. Wouldn't you say? Would you rather breakdance or get broken? Essentially. Ooh. Oh, you're not catching up to me. I do this. Victory! Victory! Victory!
She makes a smooth landing.
Woohoo!
Congratulations!
Okay, did finish in first place. Though this race does feel kind of basically a filler in a sense, if compared to the story. I mean, because if it's not a filler, then it must be part of the Grand Prix, because in story-wise, it should make sense, because, well, if it's not part of the Grand Prix, then story-wise it shouldn't make sense, because right now they're in the Grand Prix racing. But anyway, on to a more, well, okay, new missions added to Wave's mission. Okay, White Cave track unlocked. Okay, then. On to something more relevant.
Boss! Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
How'd it go?
Take a look at this, boss!
Gimme. Aha, yes. Is this?
What is it?
It's an entry in Eggman's diary. It's about the Babylon treasure from our ancient ancestors.
I got those bird brains to believe that Babylon treasure was just a gem. I can't believe they fell for it.
What fools! Can you believe the real treasure is the ancient but advanced technology of the Babylonians? What irony! I found a story about a boy who received an angel wing from the Babylonians as a gift. The story says that with it, the boy was able to rule the world. And this was just a gift. I'm anxious to find this technology as soon as possible. Imagine the vast possibilities of the technology they must have kept for themselves.
Oh, man. I guess it's not a gem after all.
Oh well. Guess this was just a wasted effort. Too bad, really. I haven't the slightest interest in world domination or advanced technology.
Hey, wait a second, okay, Jet? While Eggman may not look smart, he is. He has an IQ of 300 after all. If he's interested in this technology, it must have value.
Are you saying there's profit in this?
Think about it. It may be more valuable than finding silver or gold.
Why'd you do that? I was just having this great daydream.
Come on, Jet. It's time to go back to the race.
All right, let's finish this. Then we'll finally get the treasure of Babylon.
Win the World Grand Prix. Finish in first place. Even though it doesn't say, it should be finish in first. They should have added finish in first place, honestly. I mean, but I guess people would have found that out anyway. I guess people would have seen that anyway. Anyway, 3 things I want to say. 1, that chip kind of reminded me of chocolate, honestly. 2, Wake apparently can't seem to give a compliment directly. And 3, at least in my opinion, not without throwing out an insult afterwards. And 3, what was it? 3? Oh, right! It was Mini Daydream! I didn't really find that funny initially, but it's a nice touch. Basically, it pretty much points out like, money! Lots of money! Daydream. Wonder how many people have that daydream. and that expression on his face like, yeah! But anyway, let's continue. Oh dear. I'm gonna head off course now. Dark Desert. Apparently taking place during an eclipse. Wah! Oh man. Oh well. There's a shortcut with this turbulence, illustrated by those rainbow arrows. Oh yeah, got it! I wanted to twist on it. Oh man. That's a grind rail. Interesting way to show off the models in their model pose. Doesn't feel much like a shortcut. At least the grinding ones don't. Come on. I'm sorry, Tails. I was hoping for Sonic, actually. Shortcut. Oh man. Grinding. How did they go through it faster? No matter. Woohoo! Funny thing is, Jet won fairly this time. I would have thought Tails would have been faster. But, oh well, Knuckles is faster. Oh, that's nice. Well, at least in this race. After all, races can be kinda subjective. Anyway, hey, Sonic's passing me. Let's get out before that any more pass me. Anyway, new missions added to Waves' mission. Dark Desert track unlocked. Babylon Cup added to World Grand Prix. You'll see what I mean later. You'll see what that means later. What it means later. Now it goes to, off the World Grand Prix track.
Newsflash. A mysterious airborne object has just appeared above the site where the X-World Grand Prix is being held. Apparently, Sonic and his friends have gone to investigate. We'll try and get more details right after this important announcement.
It is Amo Chow. Anyway.
Oh man, looks like we have company.
We gonna rumble?
Targeting, attack.
Knuckles, now's not the time to fight.
Smart thinking. Let's get out of here. Forget the red mutt. Let's go, Storm.
Did she say red mutt? Why you?
Hey, Knuckles, wait for me!
Okay, three things. One, run from Eggman Rebel. Finish in first place. Sky Road.
You think you can win with that board?
Three things, I think. One is that robot apparently wanted revenge for being beaten up by Knuckles and Storm accidentally. Two, Wave compliments Tails but insults Knuckles. And three is Tails sends them flying. Anyway. Ow. Okay, let's try round 2.
You think you can win with that board?
I forgot about that ramp for a moment. That giant turbulence. Yeah, missiles are supposed to destroy those. I think next lap, maybe. Alright. Oh dear. Well, that failed miserably. Okay. Third time's the charm. Sorry. Really sorry. Sorry, Tails. Really sorry, Tails. Yeah. Now I can fly. That's a shortcut, alright. Oh no! Oh well, that wasn't too bad. Wish I had the rings. Oh man. Come on, go up! Let's go fly! Oh man! I didn't want to jump over the ramp.
You think you can win with that board?
Why? Wow! Oh man, that was so beautiful. Trick. Oh well. Time to ride the wave. Ride, ride, ride the hook ride. SpongeBob song. Alright, let's just do it this way. Skywalk. On the Sky Road. Hey! Oh well. Woo! Press the A button to descend, fall down quickly, if you don't want to keep flying anymore. Well, I'm leaving everyone in the dust. Also, yeah, I think I leap off so too late for those bubbles. Sorry, burping. Yeah, I'm really ahead. Ahead. I fell off too late. Oh well. And that's the end of this race. But not the end of the story yet. How is it the robot? Man, that red robot really wanted revenge. Anyway, continue on with the story. New missions is added to Waves' mission. Sky Road track unlocked. Okay.
I lost! So don't play games with me! I don't want your pity, nor do I need it!
What? Are you crazy? If they don't want it, then let's take it. Treasure is treasure. Come on, let's get out of here!
Okay, let's go! What? Finally, something interesting.
Look, Sonic, the door's closing!
Hurry up!
Those who seek treasure will find only.
Whoa, what's this?
So yeah, beat the Guardian. And also, this is pretty much... I think this is only one of the few instances where... I know this is a bit... I know this is a bit unrelated, but... that was the only instance where you actually saw Amy basically riding her board in her normal outfit instead of a racing outfit, and yet all of a sudden she's now in her racing outfit. Yeah, just pointing that out, you know, like just one outfit and then she's in another. Okay then, and sorry if you heard my mic, that's my stomach growling. Anyway, to beat the Guardian, you once the Guardian goes into its magic bubble, you dash at it and that'll hurt it. And once you do that, suddenly the dimension seems to change a little until you finish the lap. Just swallowing my saliva. Oh man, I was a little late there. Sorry. Come on. Also appear to pass the Guardian and he'll go out and then he'll apparently go back into his bottle again. Take that. Haha. Also, I don't think you have to finish this in first place. You just have to beat the Guardian. Though I prefer to do so, and I usually do finish in first place. Woohoo! Well, that doesn't usually happen. Oh man. This is not good. Usually finish it sooner. But no matter. How do they level up so quick? That didn't seem to slow him down. You know what? I'm going to try doing this within 3 laps.
All right.
Because I want to end it in my way. Doing tricks. Come on, I need to do tricks. Because this is what usually happens. Well, I want to do tricks. Because if I needed to, it would always happen. Anyway, as Sonic, boost, and hurt the genie. Then the dimension appears to transform till passing, like I said before, during the last race. Oop, I think I jumped too soon. Oh well. Yeah, but past the lap, comes back and the dimension is back to, I guess, normal, if you might say. Again. Oh man. Man, I must be really ahead. I really am ahead. Let's go faster. Boost to get closer to the genie. Okay, trick to get back some air. Oh yeah! Come on! Come on! No! I know it doesn't say that necessarily, but I just wanna,
Right, bring it on.
you know? Sorry. I think that was Knuckles. Yeah, I know that must be Knuckles. Sorry. For a second, I thought it might have been Amy. I'm surprised. I think anyone got tangled up in the twister I made. But seriously, I don't think anyone got caught up. Oh well. Oh man. Oh, now Tails is the one? Oh, you're not beating me. This is a very fun way to get to the front. This is a very fun way to get to the front quick. Very fun to get to the front quick. Now I got him. Yeah. This is the only time in the whole Babylon story where you play as someone who isn't a member of the Babylon Rogues. In this case, Sonic. Building momentum! Sorry! How do you get blue without any rings? Oh man! I know I can do this.
All right, bring it on.
Anyway. Woohoo! Sorry again, Knuckles. Yeah, SC. How do you? Oh man. Not giving up that easily. Okay, maybe I will restart. I'm not gonna be at the rate I want at that rate.
Right, bring it on.
I thought I was gonna hit something. Oh well. Almost hit Amy, but she wouldn't like that. So I'm glad I didn't hit her. I guess. I guess so. Yeah. Come on. However, if you just touch the bottle instead of dashing into it, I think it'll just suddenly speed up, and then after a set distance, the genie will appear again. I think that's what might happen. Basically, it resets. Like the genie just goes out, the genie goes far out again, and then you know, shows itself, and then it goes back into its bottle. Haha. Super sonic speed. When grinding, I did mention this before, but you're always at set speed whenever you're grinding. Essentially. Oh man! Like that, see? Just demonstrate it. Oh man. Yeah. No! Oh man, Tails!
Alright, bring it on!
One more time! I got due diligence. Or is it due diligence? Oh well. Due diligence, I think is what, not dude, but due diligence. Anyway. Take that. Sorry, Jet, but I had to get moving. Whew. Didn't think the G was in its bottle yet, but anyway. Anyway, and they are fast. Also unfair, how are they leveling up without no rings? That's kind of cheating, essentially. Just swallowing my saliva. Oh man, trying to get a little extra fancy and I lose it. Ah man. Oh well. Take that. I think a slight boost of speed, but I don't think it's enough. Maybe I'm not getting a slight boost of speed at all, actually. Okay. And perfect. That was perfect. I think there may be 8 people that are allowed per race, but because that was pretty much the whole attendance, it's 7. Anyway, now for the, well, essentially the final scene.
Too awestruck by the treasure to notice me, eh?
Eggman!
Now hand over the treasure! What's so funny? Hand over the treasure right now!
Okay, catch!
The treasure of Babylon is finally mine! Huh? What is this thing? A piece of cloth? Let's see. This looks interesting. At long last, we've completed our ultimate invention. With this, our lives will be easier without the need to work so hard to keep ourselves flying. Stolen, the 13th leader of the Babylon Rogues. It's amazing. The carpet's rich texture is a sight to behold, and the way it feels is extraordinary. Something such as this could only have been created in Babylon. Undoubtedly, this carpet will be in high demand from all around the world, but what's this? No way! I went to the trouble of holding the World Grand Prix for this? I can't believe I just wasted my time for this piece of junk!
What's this? Good eyes. Didn't think you'd spot it for a second, Shorty, but you did.
Hey, what are you talking about?
This isn't just a piece of fabric.
Right, take a look at the material. It's the same stuff we use for our extreme gear.
You don't say! Oh, it's...
Not sure, but maybe it's a prototype gear.
a magic carpet. I thought that those only existed in fiction. That's quite funny, actually. I never imagined that we Babylonians could be descendants of real genies. So, you're leaving this place? Yeah, the back of the carpet has more words of wisdom. It says, This was invented to allow Babylonians to travel all over the world to gather treasure. Some things never change, huh? But enough of this friendly banter, Sonic. You better make sure you're ready when we meet face to face once again.
You bet.
Come on, Jet, it's time to split.
Hey, I wanted to say that.
We should split too, right?
Yeah. You may be fastest for now, but I'll be back, Sonic the Hedgehog.
So that was it. That's basically the whole story. And, and ending with some nice credit. That's some nice credit music, honestly. But, yeah, just how the story was, I guess the story wasn't as super bad. I'll explain more later. So yeah, that was the story. Bike type extreme gear added to the shop. New missions is added to Storm's mission. New missions is added to Waves' mission. Digital dimension track unlocked. Babylon track unlocked. Eggman character unlocked. Ending added to theater in extras mode. You've got new extreme gear. Magic carpet. You got new extreme gear. Yeah. Okay. I guess the story ultimately wasn't too bad. It was rather a short one, but it's just... I guess the story just could have been more, essentially. And also, it would have helped if given these characters some, well, character development. The three Babylon rogues, essentially. It's just it would have made them more likable and maybe and a little more better written. It's just that, well, it's like almost like they're supposed to be antagonists, but maybe they were antagonists to a sense, but just maybe they were written to be some were written to be a little too mean than others. Like maybe Jet was written too meanly, Wave was certainly felt to be written too meanly. Like it almost felt like she couldn't give a compliment without throwing an insult, like I've said before. Maybe written a little too, well, just mean-spirited, essentially. Anyway, anything else? Not seems to be much. Anyway, guess let's show off a little more. Oh boy, it's 8:35. Oh, wait a minute, story mode, I'm showing out the wrong modes. There's free race, basically any selected race, time attack, how fast you can go, and the World Grand Prix is basically 5 tracks and such. You can make your own rules. But, okay. Also, an interesting note is that Jet is apparently voiced by the same voice actor as Sonic. You could kind of tell a few similarities. I'll put that in there. In the description, I'm going to put 3 links, essentially. Let's see anything else. Do not delete. Okay then. Story was rather short. I wish they just could put more effort into the story, make the characters more likable, especially the Babylon Rogues, especially like Wave, for example. Just saying. I get they weren't trying to make a super long story with what was going on, but that didn't mean they had to write them to be kind of obnoxious. Just wish they would have added a little more friendly banter, as Jet would say. Well, as Jet said, actually. But anyway, enough with this episode. Maybe I'll start the next episode with more, maybe I'll start mission mode, but that's for another time. But for now, thank you for watching. See you next time for more of Sonic Riders. I think this is going to be a rather short LP, all things considered, except maybe buying these extreme gears. But anyway, yeah, I'm just circling now. I mean, cycling. What am I saying? Circling. So now, yeah, see you next time. Have fun, be safe, all that good stuff, and see you next time for another exciting episode of Sonic Riders. See you then.